Welcome to today's tutorial. We're going to model a sofa. Let's select everything by pressing X to delete. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm in the right view, so I'm in front view. I'm going to go and add in image reference. So I'm going to grab this reference image along Z axis, and then again I'm going to grab it along Y axis so that the image is not into the cube. And I'm going to add a cube there. So I'll go to edit mode and I will enable X-ray, and I'll go to edge selection mode and I'll drag and select this edge, enable move tool, just bring it down. I'll drag and select the lower part as well and match our reference image. So I'm going to add a loop cut here in between by pressing Ctrl R, and I'm going to drag and select this edge, press X to delete vertices. Now I'm going to add a mirror modifier, and I'm going to drag and select this edge, match our reference image. I'm going to add a loop cut here at the back. And I'm going to select this edge and I'm going to extrude it a little bit. So let's enable X-ray again and drag and select this part and just match our reference image. I'm now going to select these two faces. I'm going to press Shift D to duplicate, E to extrude. So we will follow our reference image. Let's go back to front view. Just drag and ensure that it aligns the reference image. Select the top two parts. Go back to front view and just bring it up a little bit. So we are done with that part. We are going now to create these cushions. We're going to select these faces and ensure that clipping is not enabled. Shift D to duplicate. And we're going to go to edge selection mode and we're going to select these edges and we're going to drag it a little bit apart from each other. Going to select this face, go to face selection mode, select the face, go to front view, and I'm going to enable X-ray, and I'm going to extrude along Z axis. I'm going to extrude again, E to extrude, and this time I'm going to scale this top part down. So I will have something that looks like that. So now we're going to add a subdivision surface. Now we're going to add supporting edge loops. So let's first increase the levels of subdivision. I'm going to leave it at 3. If you want to reduce your render time, so you ensure that you have few subdivisions here. So I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to add a loop cut in the middle, and I'm going to press Ctrl B to bevel. So I'm going to select this edge loop and just ensure that it is not overlapping. It's not overlapping, I mean it is going through our main edge. So let's just bring it back to slightly a little bit there. We're going to do the same on this side. Drag it to about that point, and we're going to bring it in front. We're going to add another one across and just bring it up. We're going to add another one to support the lower edge loops. So basically that one looks okay. We're going to do the same for this lower part. I'm going to drag it about that point. I'm going to add another one across and just bring it up. So ensure it's not overlapping this top edge loops. I'll do the same to this lower part. Drag and bring it down. So you can select this one and adjust it some more maybe. So there seems okay. We're going to do the same for the cushions. Going to Ctrl B to bevel, and another one across. Ctrl B and bevel again. So I'm going to press L to select the entire cushion, and I'm going to scale it along Y axis. S to scale, Y along Y axis. So we are going to add another loop cut for the back as well here, and another one here to support this top part as well. So Control R. So that one looks okay. So now that we've done that, now we are going to delete this middle face. So if you want to know if you have a middle face, you just go to face selection mode and enable X-ray. So whenever you see there is this dot in between here, we don't need to have a face in between here. So we're going to press X and delete face. And now our model looks good. Alt H, and we're going to select the cushion, Shift D to duplicate, go to side view and enable X-ray, then R to rotate 90 degrees. So ensure when you are rotating you are in side view, and then just try to match where it fits properly, and about there. So let's disable clipping, let's enable X-ray. So now we can select the cushions, Shift H to hide everything apart from the cushions. Then we're going to go to front view. So ensure that clipping is disabled, enable X-ray, go to edge selection mode, drag and select these edges here, and just move them towards each other a little bit. Okay, we can move them some more about there. So let's bring back by Alt H. So now we have our seat. What's left is we are going to add the foot. I'm going to go to top view. So this is my top view, and ensure that clipping is not enabled, and enable X-ray. We're going to add a circle, and this drop down menu here, we're going to reduce the number of vertices to by half. Let's go by 16. I'm going to scale it down and then position it where I feel the foot should be. So let's scale it down some more. So I'll go to side view, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to press E to extrude along Z axis, and I'm going to scale it down. I'm going to press E to extrude, S to scale. Let me disable X-ray. E to extrude again, S to scale, E to extrude, then M to merge at center. I'm going to press L to select it, go to my side view, Shift D to duplicate and grab it along Y axis, say about there. Now we are going to add a few changes. So let's add a few details on the cushions, because you know that the cushions are not this smooth. We're going to add a few loop cuts here, and we're going to add other few loop cuts across. So let's do the same for the top parts. So don't add too many, just a few. And I'm going to go to sculpting. So when you're in sculpting mode, you come and enable wireframe so that you can see the wireframe of our seat. Now I'm going to go to grab. You can press shortcut G, and I'm going to increase the size of the brush. I'll right click and I increase the radius a little bit, and then I'm going to just make a irregular shape on the cushions. Some parts pull up, some parts pull down, and I'll do the same for this top part. So ensure you're not overdoing it, and if you want to reduce the size of the brush, you just right click again, reduce. You can even reduce the strength. So I think that's okay. I'm going to disable wireframe. So now that this is done, I'm going to now add these cushions. So I'm going to go to object mode. Let me hide this seat first. I'm going to press Shift A and add a plane. Scale it along x-axis. And I'm going to go to edit mode, right click and add subdivision. So number of subdivisions, I'm going to go by 10. And then I'm going to press E to extrude. I'll add the loop cut in between there and scale about there. And I'm going to go back to object mode. Now I'm going to pull this playback up a little bit and then ensure that it's at 1 or 0. And I'm going to go to physics property here, and I'm going to enable cloth modifier. And under cloth modifier, you'll come to pressure, add pressure and give it a pressure of 1. So we're going to go to field weights, and under gravity, you ensure that your gravity here is 0. So move this playback until you feel the cushion has formed. So I'll go back to edit mode, select everything, scale along x-axis. So I feel there is okay. Now I'm going to go to my modifiers, and I'm going to go to then I'm going to apply. So I'm going to shade it auto smooth, and I'm going to add a subdivision surface, and I'm going to give it 2. So I'll go to edit mode again and select this middle edge loop, Control B to bevel, S to scale, then I'll scale it inwards a little bit like so. So if you go back to object mode, you will have something that looks like this. Now this one, we need to make it a little bit irregular, so we are going to go to sculpting, and I'm going to enable my wireframe, and I'll go by G for grabbing, and then I'll just make it a little bit irregular. So that one is okay. I'll go back to object mode, and then let me disable wireframe. So let's bring back our seat, Alt H, and we're going to select our cushion. So I'll go to side view, scale it down, rotate it 90 degrees. So here you can just rotate it a little bit slanted. Let me enable X-rays and just position it. So we can still scale it along y-axis. Position it from both angles, top view, side view, and front view. So we can still go back to sculpting. I'm just using the grab tool, and I'll go back to object mode, grab it and position it properly. So I will go to edit mode, press Shift A. While I'm in top view, I'm going to duplicate, Shift D to duplicate, select all of them, and shade auto smooth. Yes, and we are done with this seat. What's left is texturing.